not that I don't want you here. It's something about the way you stare into my eyes. I know that I don't make things clear.
Oh hey y'all, welcome. It's been a minute since I picked up my camera. In my defense, I haven't really been doing much, but yeah. But anyway, today is February the 15th and it's Wednesday. My bad, I was going into the elevator and I didn't want to lose service. But yeah, I was like, I haven't picked up the camera in a couple of days, but I really haven't done much. Sunday I was home all day. I went from my bed to my couch and was just Netflixing and chilling. Monday it was kind of a chill day, but I also deep cleaned my bedroom, like dusting, washing baseboards, vacuuming, like all of that. And here we are, Wednesday. I had an interview this morning, crossing my fingers. Hopefully I get called for my third interview and you know, I can begin a new adventure. But until then, yeah, I'm at my 9 to 5 and then I'm going to my night job tonight. And tonight we are at tonight we're at BJ's. But yeah, I'll pick you guys back up when I get there. Did I say lose service like we was on a phone call? I'll get it together. Real quick before I change my clothes, this is what I wore to my interview. My top, some black slacks. I did have on heels with my portfolio, with my resume and stuff like that. But this was my interview look.
I try to resist, I can get away. Come chase beach views and then every day. All I wanna hear is an everything that we play. Sit right next to you. I try not to show how I feel about you. Think I wish away. Really wanna, I just wanna get away. Sit right next to you. I don't wanna kiss you. Yeah, I just wanna feel you.
So y'all, my shift is over and they're not going to be there too much longer. Like the percentage for the store scanned was 91% when I clocked out, so they're another like half hour and it should be done. And that's if people transmitted like the information from their gun to the system. I know, inventory talk. But y'all, the guy that I was working with, like, he just like tugged at my heart. One, I'm just like, I hope that I am able to save up money by the time I reach that age so I don't have to be working. And two, I just felt bad that he still had to work at that age. Like, it was sad. Oh, hey y'all, sorry. So I wanted to continue this conversation and basically like go on a rant about the older gentleman, and excuse me my lighting and stuff like that because I'm in my car, I'm driving. But again, it's on my mind, so I wanted to speak on it. And it's just regarding the older gentleman that I was just working with. And for me, of course, he made me think of my grandmothers. And just like, I hope people are kind. Well, one of my grandmothers have passed and my other grandmother is still alive. However, she doesn't really go out into the public much because of the way that people treat her. They don't want to help her or they stare at her, so she kind of just stays in the house. So whenever I come across, like, you know, somebody older or the elderly, you know, I'm always just extra kind to them because I always think about that. And even when my grandmother on my mom's side was alive, I remember she went She went to Popeyes, and they just gave her such a hard time. And I remember her coming back and telling the story. And I wanted to know, like, who the fuck it was, because I was ready to go up there and set Popeyes the fuck off. Like, don't treat my grandmother like that. And basically, long story short, my grandmother wanted baked chicken, if I'm not mistaken, because she didn't like the skin on fried chicken anymore. But, you know, Popeyes doesn't really do that. So I'm sure, you know, they were just looking at her like she was crazy and give her a hard time. But besides the point, I was ready to cause some damage. So it's like, to go back to my story, you know, it just always makes me think to be extra kind and just nice when I'm dealing with the elderly. But for me, again, it's like, damn, this man he's old. Like, he had white hair coming out of his, like, his chest hairs were white. And I can only know this because, you know, it's coming out of his shirt. But he was like, he had like the shakes and stuff like that. And like, it just tugged at my heart. And it was just, I just want to put this out there, like, you know, we should all be kind to the elderly. For one, they definitely should not be working, but the way that America is set up, he has to. And he was also like prideful, because let me tell you, he was getting a lot of the numbers incorrect, but I didn't have the heart to say, like, your numbers are not right, like, you're wrong, because I'm not about to sit up here and correct the elderly, because at the same time, BJ shouldn't have had this grown-ass man working. Like, he shouldn't have been there for inventory. He just shouldn't. And I'm sure they're paying him pennies, but it's like, that again, like, drew me into another direction, because I'm like, here he is, he's a happy soul, like, kind, sweet, and they're probably paying him next to nothing, whereas you have a typical American who's like, you know, want. And I could even put myself in this situation. Like, I'm not happy with my current income, which is why I'm seeking a better income. But I'm just like, you know, again, here I am wanting, and this man probably is getting the bare minimum, and he's happy with it. But yeah, that's kind of basically my rant on the older gentleman that I was working with. So I guess, long story short, always be kind to the elderly. And yeah. But I'll see y'all tomorrow. Alright, y'all. Time for the dentist. Let's see what they talking about this time. Oh, hey, y'all. Let me make this quick, because I still don't have my headphones, and it's been a weird day, and I cannot believe I left out the house this morning without them. But anyways, I went to my dentist appointment, but I ended up rescheduling it because the procedure was just going to take too long, and I need to be to work at 7 o'clock, and my appointment was at 6. So they were saying, like, it could take, like, 20-25 minutes, but then they were talking about how they had to numb me and stuff like that, and the last time they numbed me, I wasn't unnumb until, like, the next day, and I just don't have time for it today. So I ended up rescheduling for the procedure. However, I did get them to take a look at, like, why I have, like, bad breath, basically. Like, it's been annoying me. And so she basically just said, like, so they gave me a bridge. I was calling it a crown. But they gave me a bridge, and under the bridge is where food is getting caught, and that's what's been causing my funky breath. Like, I brush my teeth and floss and stuff like that, so I just was like, where is this bad breath coming from? But she did her little thingamajig and got rid of it, and already, like, so much better. So she she told me to get either, she gave me this like syringe looking thing, which was super helpful. Well, it's going to be helpful. And she said basically to just fill that with salt water and just like squish it in there, or use Listerine as long as it's alcohol free. I was gonna go the salt water route, but I overthink everything, and I'm like, whoa, how much salt to water ratio is it supposed to be? So I just went and bought some Listerine with alcohol free, basically. So yeah, super excited about that, because that bad breath, it was really like bothering me. Like, I know other people smelled it because I could smell it. But anyways, got that all handled, situated. I'll be back at this joint next week. Yeah, that's gonna be a difficult one, because I also have to work next week too, but I don't have to be to work at 7, it's at 8. So listen, I'm just putting it out there, it'll be fine. But now I'm on my way to my night job, Barnes & Nobles, and I'll see y'all when I get there. Ciao! Here we are. But first, I'm going to stop off at Starbucks and see if they have the salted caramel cookie.